Hello students, today you study about extraction of iron from hematite. In the extraction of iron or any other metal, the first step is concentration. During concentration, the unwanted impurities are removed from hematite and then it is subjected to calcination. During calcination, generally the ores are converted into their oxides, but hematite is already an oxide. So from here moisture is removed and more volatile impurities such as sulfur and carbonates are removed from it. This concentrated ore is mixed with limestone, that is calcium carbonate, and coke and fed into a blast furnace from the top. It is in the blast furnace that extraction of iron occurs. अब जब एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ आयरन आप लोग पढ़ रहे हैं, इसमें जब भी किसी भी मेटल की एक्सट्रैक्शन होती है तो फर्स्ट स्टेप होता है उसमें कंसंट्रेशन. ड्यूरिंग कंसंट्रेशन द अनवांटेड गैंग जो पार्टिकल्स हैं वो उसमें से रिमूव किए जाते हैं और उसके बाद ओर को ऑक्साइड फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट किया जाता है. लेकिन ये ओर तो ऑलरेडी एक ऑक्साइड ही है, Fe2O3 हम लोग पढ़ रहे हैं. एक हेमेटाइट में से जो आयरन की एक्सट्रैक्शन आप लोग स्टडी कर रहे हो तो कैल्सिनेशन से इसमें से वाटर भी रिमूव करते हैं, जब और भी जो वोलेटाइल इम्प्योरिटीज़ हैं वो रिमूव हो जाती हैं. उसके बाद जब कंसनट्रेटेड ओर में से जब इम्प्योरिटीज़ अलग हो गई तो उसके बाद उसको मिक्स करते हैं कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट के साथ और कोक के साथ और इसको एक फर्नेस में डाल दिया जाता है. दैट फर्नेस इज कॉल्ड ब्लास्ट फर्नेस. तो सारे जो रिएक्शंस हैं जिससे एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ आयरन जो है अल्टीमेटली ये आयरन को एक्सट्रैक्ट किया जाता है, वो सारी रिएक्शंस जो होती हैं वो ब्लास्ट फर्नेस में कैरी की जाती हैं. ये ब्लास्ट फर्नेस का डायग्राम आपके सामने है. दिस इज द डायग्रामेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ ब्लास्ट फर्नेस. इट्स अ ह्यूज टॉल cylindrical furnace made up of steel which is lined inside with heat resistant bricks, and here it is somewhat narrow at the top and here some broad from this end and again narrow at the bottom. So this shape of the blast furnace allows free movement of material inside it. And here iron ore, which is hematite, Fe2O3, coke and limestone. These three chemicals, these are mixed together and fed into the blast furnace from here, from this end. So it enters here in the blast furnace, and hot air blast is also led into the blast furnace. Because of this hot air blast, the lower portion of the temperature, this has very high temperature, and as we move upward the temperature becomes lesser. Now here at this portion, lower portion, this reaction takes place. C plus O2 gives CO2. And here the part of the furnace where this reaction occurs, it has temperature range of 2100 to 2200 Kelvin, and this is called zone of combustion. Zone of combustion में ये वाली reaction होगी. C coke plus O2 gives CO2 and this reaction is exothermic. एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन होने से यहाँ का टेम्परेचर और भी हाई हो जाता है. और इसके बाद जो CO2 it travels upward and CO2 meets more layers of coke and it forms carbon monoxide. Now this particular reaction, this one is endothermic. So that portion where that zone of the furnace where this reaction occurs, that CO2 combines with coke to form carbon monoxide. This is called zone of heat absorption. Okay, and this reaction takes place in the temperature range of 1423 to 1673 केल्विन. सो इस टेम्परेचर रेंज में जो रिएक्शन हो रही है उसमें कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड बन रहा है और उस पर्टिकुलर जोन यहाँ पे ये रिएक्शन होती है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड जोन ऑफ हीट एब्जॉर्प्शन. तो उसके बाद थोड़ा और अपवर्ड जाएं हम, समवट ओवर हेयर, दिस इज़ कॉल्ड जोन ऑफ स्लैग फॉर्मेशन. यहाँ पे स्लैग बनता है और वहाँ कौन सी रिएक्शंस होती हैं? CaCO3 it decomposes to give CaO plus SiO, this CO2, and this CaO combines with SiO2. SiO2 silica is the main impurity present in the iron ore, and these two combine to form CaSiO3, which is calcium silicate. Now this calcium oxide is called flux. It is called flux, and this is gangue. The role of flux is to combine with gangue, and in fact it completely fuses with the gangue, and it forms a substance which is called slag. So the function of flux is to combine with gangue and to remove the impurity in the form of slag. So this slag is formed here and it trickles down and it's collected over here. And this zone of slag formation where these two reactions occur, it has the temperature range approximately 1123 Kelvin. So here this lower one is zone of combustion, then this is zone of heat absorption, then this is zone of slag formation, and now we reach the upper part. This is called zone of reduction. अब zone of reduction में कौन कौन सी reactions होती हैं? वो उनमें ये reactions हैं 3Fe2O3. This hematite combines with carbon monoxide and forms Fe3O4 plus CO2. So Fe2O3 is combining with CO and form Fe3O4, and Fe3O4 is again combining with here CO to form Fe plus CO2. So iron is formed here, and we get here iron now Fe is formed here and CO2 is formed. And other reaction which takes place is Fe2O3 plus CO, carbon monoxide. It forms FeO and CO2. FeO and CO2. So these three reactions they occur in the temperature range of 500 to 900 Kelvin. 500 से 900 Kelvin के बीच में जो reactions होंगी ये तीन mainly, or this is called that part of the furnace where these three reactions occur, that is called zone of reduction. So you see that here Fe2O3 is converted into Fe3O4, Fe3O4 to iron, and Fe2O3 can also be converted to FeO, and FeO can also combine with CO to form Fe plus CO2. So in all these reactions, which is the reducing agent, it is carbon monoxide. So this carbon monoxide is very important, that in the temperature range of 500 to 900 Kelvin, the reducing agent which is effective is carbon monoxide and not coke, because CO2 line, CO2 जो कर्व है, जो लाइन है, वो FeO यहाँ जो दूसरे ओर्स हैं आयरन के, उन जो उनकी लाइंस के नीचे होती है. ओके, CO2 line in the Ellingham diagram lies below that of FeO line in the temperature in the lower temperature range 500 से 900 केल्विन के बीच में. और अगर हम एक टेम्परेचर और एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है 1073 केल्विन. इफ़ द टेम्परेचर इज ग्रेटर देन दिस 1073 केल्विन, then this coke is the effective reducing agent, and then this reaction occurs. FeO plus C gives Fe plus CO, because CO जो line है, it is below that of FeO line in the Ellingham diagram above this temperature 1073 Kelvin. तो आपने ये स्टडी करना है इसमें मेन कि जो एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है कि कौन से टेम्परेचर रेंज पर कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट है. दैट इज एट समवट लोअर टेम्परेचर रेंज 500 से 900 केल्विन के बीच में कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड इज मोर इफेक्टिव एज ए रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. एंड if the temperature is above 1073 Kelvin, then coke becomes more effective reducing agent. तो यहाँ पे जब F ही बन जाता है और then it falls down and it reaches a high temperature range, then iron melts and ultimately it collects over here at the lower portion of the furnace. Then there is a tap hole for iron and tap hole for slag. Slag being lighter covers iron and also protects iron from being oxidized. सो ये सारी रिएक्शंस आपने पढ़ी, दोबारा से समझेंगे इसको. C plus O2 फॉर्म CO2 जोन ऑफ कंबशन, or CO2 plus C form zone of heat absorption. And this one, slag formation, zone of slag formation, where impurity is removed in the form of slag, and then various reactions occur, that zone of reduction. So there different zones are there depending upon what is the temperature range. So this molten iron which is formed, this is not pure, this is impure. It is called pig iron. It contains many impurities. इसमें कार्बन तो होता ही है, साथ साथ इसमें कुछ सिलिकॉन भी होगा, मैंगनीज और इस टाइप की इसमें impurities होंगी. Okay, so this is called pig iron and contains a number of impurities like sulfur, phosphorus, silicon and manganese, and it is taken from here and then it is subjected to purification. Then we get more types of iron. At temperatures above 1073 Kelvin approximately, the CCO line comes below FeFeO line. That is, delta G of CCO is less than delta G of FeFeO. So in this range, coke will be the reducing agent for FeO and will itself be oxidized to CO. In a similar way, the reduction of Fe3O4 and Fe2O3 at relatively lower temperatures by CO can be explained on the basis of lower lying points of intersection of the curves with the CO-CO2 curve. ये सभी जो आपने पढ़ा ऑलरेडी, इसमें यही बताया गया कि जो टेम्परेचर है अगर 1073 केल्विन से ऊपर होगा तो जो है कोक विल बी द रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट, means that will be more effective reducing agent above this temperature, because by coupling of the two reactions the delta G comes out to be means negative. And at temperatures below this 1073 Kelvin, it is carbon monoxide which is more effective as a reducing agent. At 500 to 800 Kelvin, that means lower temperature range in the blast furnace, these reactions take place. Here CO is acting as reducing agent. As you can see, Fe2O3 gets converted to Fe3O4 by CO, and then Fe3O4 gets converted to Fe, and Fe2O3 also gets converted to FeO. So ultimately Fe is formed here and CO is the, here carbon monoxide is the reducing agent. Pig iron. The iron obtained from blast furnace contains about 4% carbon and many impurities in smaller amount. For example, sulfur, phosphorus, silicon and manganese. This is known as pig iron and it can be cast into variety of shapes. Cast iron. Cast iron is different from pig iron and is made by melting pig iron with scrap iron and coke using hot air blast. It has slightly lower carbon content, about 3%, and is extremely hard and brittle. Wrought iron. Wrought iron or malleable iron is the purest form of commercial iron and is prepared from cast iron by oxidizing impurities in a reverberatory furnace lined with hematite. Wrought iron, it's the purest form of commercial iron. It contains about 0.2 to 0.5% carbon, and it's soft, it's ductile and malleable, and it is prepared from cast iron. Cast iron is taken in a furnace called reverberatory furnace, and that furnace is lined inside with hematite, that is Fe2O3. Now Fe2O3 oxidizes impurities either in the form of gases or they may be converted into slag also, and those impurities are removed. Like hematite Fe2O3, it oxidizes carbon to carbon monoxide, so it is removed as a gas. So carbon content is reduced. And sulfur is also an impurity. It gets oxidized to sulfur dioxide, and sulfur dioxide is also removed as gas. And manganese is also present as an impurity. Manganese gets oxidized to MnO, manganese oxide, and silicon gets oxidized to SiO2, silicon dioxide. So MnO and SiO2 combine to form manganese silicate. This one is manganese silicate, and is removed in the form of slag. This is removed as slag from the furnace. And phosphorus is also present as an impurity in iron. So phosphorus gets oxidized to phosphorus 5 oxide and this P4O10, and this combines with Fe2O3 hematite and forms FePO4, which is ferric phosphate. So ferric phosphate, this is also slag. This is also slag. Sometimes in the furnace, a little limestone is also added, which gets converted to CaO, and this CaO combines with SiO2 to form calcium silicate. So calcium silicate is also slag. So from all these reactions, it is clear that either these like impurities like carbon, that is removed in the form of carbon monoxide, sulfur in the form of sulfur dioxide, and manganese, and this forms MnO, and with combines with silica to form slag. So manganese impurity or silicon impurities are also removed, and phosphorus is also removed in the form of FePO4. So this slag is separated, and so we get this iron now, which is free from impurities and is called wrought iron. Now let's do some previous year CBSE questions from this topic, extraction of iron. Like first question is, what is the role of coke in the extraction of iron from its oxide? So it is this question 1/3 means 3 marks question का जो first एक part होगा वो इस तरह से पूछा गया है. So coke, the role of coke is to act as reducing agent. So FeO plus coke forms Fe plus Co. So if you give the equation also, and that will, the answer will become more clear. So the role of coke is to act as reducing agent, and it reduces the oxide of iron or this ore to iron Fe, and itself gets oxidized to Co. Next question is, what is the role of limestone in the extraction of iron from its oxides? Limestone, calcium carbonate, it decomposes to give calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide, and calcium oxide acts as flux to remove impurity or gangue in the form of slag. So give these two equations. The role of calcium carbonate is to provide calcium oxide, and calcium oxide acts as flux. Okay, and this is the main impurity. This one, silica is the main impurity in the ore of iron, hematite. So this is removed in the form of slag, that is calcium silicate. Question is, which form of iron is the purest form of commercial iron? The answer is easy, wrought iron. Question number 4, out of C and CO, which is a better reducing agent at the lower temperature range in the blast furnace to extract iron from oxide ore? So it is carbon monoxide, because CO-CO2 line, it lies below that of Fe-FeO line. So carbon monoxide is better reducing agent at the lower temperature range. Next question, describe the principle controlling the following process. Preparation of cast iron from pig iron. The answer is, pig iron is melted with scrap iron and coke using hot air blast. Due to this, impurities such as carbon, sulfur and phosphorus present in the pig iron are removed as carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide and phosphorus pentoxide, and carbon content is reduced to about 3%. Next question, which has been asked in All India 2015, is, how is cast iron different from pig iron? The answer is, pig iron contains about 4% carbon, whereas Cast iron contains about 3% carbon. Pig iron is that iron which is obtained from the blast furnace in molten state and contains many impurities. Cast iron can be prepared from pig iron by heating it with scrap iron and coke using hot air blast. Next question, how is wrought iron different from steel? The answer is, wrought iron is the purest form of iron. Steel is an alloy of iron which contains requisite amount of carbon, manganese, nickel, chromium, etc. Question number 8. Write on the reactions taking place in different zones in the blast furnace during the extraction of iron. How is pig iron different from cast iron? 9th. Write the reactions taking place in different zones of the blast furnace to obtain iron. And 10th one, write down the reactions which occur in upper, middle and lower zones in the blast furnace during the extraction of iron from iron ore. So you can see that this is a very important question and has been asked many times in the previous year's CBSE question papers. And these reactions you can write down. We have discussed these reactions already. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you.